During the Kern High School District special board meeting, the board approved a motion to essentially give a green light to its schools to begin preparation to return spring sports back on campus as early as March 1st. And although that's not a win for every team, it is a win for those who were hoping to get Kern High School District athletes back on campus with a chance at competition before the end of the school year.
It's just not right. I don't know how to put it another way than that. It's not right.
Shafter's head football coach summing up how it's felt not having his team and other student athletes back on campus. As a coach, teacher, and fellow parent of athletes, Gerald Perucci knows all too well how difficult this past year has been.
I think for most parents, we can sit back and see that the strain has been really real on these kids, and it goes to us too. I miss just being around the guys.
From the highs and the lows of the game to the grind of practice, KHSD student athletes only had a chance to experience those moments for a short time since the shutdown last March. And with the Kern High School District approving the recommendation to return Season 2 sports, which includes boys and girls tennis and golf, swimming, track and field, and softball and baseball, pressure is now on the district and schools to create a plan for a return as early as the next couple of weeks.
So we'll take that time to do that. Then our hope is that on March 1st, we receive the approval for the Safe Schools for All plan that's being submitted. And once that's submitted and approved, then we're good to go.
During the special board meeting, parents shared critical remarks on what feels to them as a slower process to return sports than other districts and counties, including Wasco High School, who hosted 2 cross-country events last week. Stan Green also taking some direct heat as the one who oversees athletics.
I feel like my reputation speaks for itself when it comes to students and supporting athletics. You know, I appreciate the parents' passion. We're with them 100%. And, we want our kids to play. But because we're a public agency, we have to comply with some regulations that others may not.
And as one parent referenced it as the elephant in the room, Green knows a lot of attention is still on high school football. But with the district focusing on spring sports and only 10 weeks left of a potential high school football season, the clock is ticking.
And I hate to say no, but based on the current tiers that the governor has, it just doesn't look good. As this window shrinks, it becomes a safety issue where you could get a kid hurt.
Whether you get a high school football season or not, what do you hope to see in these next few months before the end of the school year for high school sports?
It doesn't matter if it's a track or softball, baseball, in the swimming pool, on the tennis courts. We have to save our youth. How many stories are not going to be written because of what happened this year in California? How many kids' stories are not going to be told or not going to come to fruition because, we as adults couldn't figure it out?
Although we saw cross-country competition return for Bakersfield Christian, Garces Memorial, and Wasco High School this past week, that doesn't seem to be the case for the Kern High School District. Meanwhile, other districts in the counties are still awaiting their board members to make decisions on a return to competition, while Taft High School has been conditioning for the past couple of months. We'll keep you up to date on all the news regarding high school sports as we hear it. For 23 ABC Sports, I'm Carrie Osep.